Cheers everybody, we got another beer review for you. This comes to me from my good buddy Darek, who some of you have seen in some of my beer reviews and a couple of my brewing videos. He came over last night, brought over a 6-pack of this. We have ourselves Lagunitas Maximus IPA Maximus Ale. Comes in at 8.2% alcohol by volume with an IBU of 72.41. The original gravity, they say, is 1080. See, this is what I love about these beers. You don't have to go online to look up the information about it because they print it on the label and it's just so handy. Let's see. Unlimited release. So, there you go. Lagunitas Maximus. See if I get a close-up of that IBU there, and OG, and the ABV. 8.2%, Lagunitas Brewing Company, California. Life is uncertain, don't sip. Of hops, malt, hops, yeast, hops, water, and hops. 12 fluid ounces. I'm not going to read the stuff around the label. So let's get down to it. I'm really interested in giving the review of this beer. Okay, here we go. The pour. Get a decent head off this beer. Started off a little hard, but I rounded it off the side. There we go. Beautiful color. Decent amount of carbonation. It's not crazy and it's not small. It is perfect. The head is amazing. I don't know if you can hear that. That's the head of, that's the sound of the head. Crackle and pop. And the aroma is amazing. The aroma is amazing. Pine, grapefruit, a little bit of grassiness. But you get more of that citrus, grapefruit, and pine. The grassiness is kind of on the backside. Just kind of deep underneath all that. You were to dig through all that, you'd smell that grassiness. It's not really there, it's hair. But you really get strong hints of grapefruit with a backing of pine. And I do get a hint of malt. But you get more of the hops in this IPA. You get that IPA blast. This is going to be an IPA. Okay, so here we go. Cheers, everybody. Oh, it's good. It's good stuff. Good. I love it. Good stuff. Starts out with you start with malt. You get a hint of malt in the beginning, very sweet, caramely. It's not super sweet. It's like a hint of sweetness. Followed through by the hop flavors. You get the citrus, grapefruit, pine. It's not necessarily like putting a hop cone in your mouth, but it's borderline. But it's not that bad. I like it. For this, you're getting your typical IPA. You are getting blasted by hops. About 2 seconds in. 2 seconds in, all of a sudden the hop flavor takes over. And then the bitterness is in the finish, and it's a very strong bitterness. 72.41 IBUs. That's a pretty bitter beer. It's not as bitter as the palate wrecker that I had. My God, that thing was super bitter. But that beer was over 100 IBUs. This is only 72. But still, you're getting up there in the high IBU count, overly bitter. If you're a hop head, you're going to love this beer. Everything about this beer screams hop head. And it... my first impression of this is it doesn't come across as an 8.2% IPA, which would then go into double IPA. This is technically a double IPA at that ABV and that original gravity. So if I hadn't seen that, I was just starting to drink this, I would just say to you, man, this is starting out to be I think this might be a good session beer. But after a couple minutes of drinking this though, all of a sudden you have a change of heart on that and you go, well, maybe not a session beer, but I guess I could drink a couple. So my hat is going off to Lagunitas Brewing, because this is an amazing IPA, double IPA, Imperial IPA, whatever you want to call it these days, whatever floats your boat. That color, let's go over the boards. The color is great. It is a light golden with it's got a hint of orange to it. So light golden, very clear. It's not bottle conditioned, apparently, which is cool. The head, I still have some head there. The rough pour gave me about a three finger, maybe 3.5 finger head, but I still have about 1 finger of head left. Excuse me, carbonation. The head was a beautiful frothy white color. Loved it. So the pour, I poured a little hard, but I loved how it turned out. I give the pour a 4.5. The aroma was amazing. The aroma, the moment you smell this beer, you go, I gotta taste it, because this smells amazing. So I give that aroma a 5. And I definitely give the head of 4 3/4. And I give the flavor 4 3/4, because it's just a little, I mean, I like double IPAs every now and then. This to me is a great double IPA, well-rounded. Not necessarily a 5, because I just find that in the ending there, the bitterness to me is just a little too... I prefer the double IPAs that just pop with the flavor more than just the heavy bitterness in the finish. So with that being said, I rank this beer on a scale of 5. We're gonna go for, I went 4.5, 4 3/4, 4 3/4, 5. We'll give it a nice, well-rounded 4.75. How about that? How about them apples? So I'm gonna go ahead and enjoy this brew. If you haven't tried this, I recommend it. And if you have tried it and you forgot about it, what the hell, man? Go get some. So until next time, I'll catch you in another review. Cheers.